our listeners could be hearing about your business right now.
Did you say?
Right now. Don't miss out on the opportunity to advertise with New Orleans Talk Network.
I'll stick the powers on it.
Call
Get
our
tripped.
business department today at 504-475-4793 to hear about our great rates. NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com.
For some reason it tripped and
Provide the business.
everything went off.
Hello, somebody. It's Marlon
Okay, you're busy on in.
Do you need a quick car wash? Well, if that's a yes, you need to visit Crown Car Wash, 1336 Stumpf Boulevard, Gretna, Louisiana, on the West Bank, baby. Crown's the best. You get a spotless wash, nice clean tires, reasonable prices.
I can bring it back if you don't want it right now.
Crown Car Wash, they're open 24/7. That's right, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can visit Crown Car Wash on the West Bank, baby. And let them know you heard about them on Inside the Trenches podcast with Marlon Big Fave Favorite. Watch out there now. Hello, somebody. It's Marlon Big Fave Favorite with Inside the Trenches podcast. Do you need a quick car wash? Well, if that's a yes, you need to visit Crown Car Wash, 1336 Stumpf Boulevard, Gretna, Louisiana, on the West Bank, baby. Crown's the best. You get a spotless wash, nice clean tires, reasonable prices, and free vacuum. My favorite part about Crown Car Wash, they open 24/7. That's right, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can visit Crown Car Wash on the West Bank, baby. And let them know you heard about them on Inside the Trenches podcast with Marlon Big Fave Favorite. Watch out there now. Are you a student athlete looking to take your career to the next level? Look no further than Conquer Sports Pros. That's right, Conquer Sports Pros. Our team of experts will lead you guys on the right path to your student athlete journey. That's right, we have every position of football you need. We also help out with other sports. At Conquer Sports Pros, we have every list of consultation, training, and also media training. Yeah, that's right. When you take your career to the next level, play college and hopefully pro, you'll get lots of information. Call Conquer Sports Pros today. You can reach them at 504-319-6672 or visit marlonfavorite.com for more information. Hello, somebody. Well, hello. It's Marlon Big Fave Favorite with Inside the Trenches podcast. Are you looking for a brand new car? Are you tired of what you're driving around? Or you just need wheels? Well, if that's the case, you need to visit Montero, 1512 North Causeway, Metairie, Louisiana. At Montero Motors, our buddy Alberto will get you in a vehicle that fits you that day with no problem. They have vehicles that are pre-owned. You could do a trade-in that day and ride off in something that day. Visit MonteroMotors.com for more information. And let them know you heard about them on Inside the Trenches podcast. Hello. He has the heart of a champion.
Now New Orleans has a choice. Download the New Orleans Talk Network app for your mobile device or listen at www.neworleanstalknetwork.com.
Are you looking for your dream home? Well, if that's the case, you need to contact Joe Picolo at Godwyn Realty, right here in New Orleans. Joe can put you in your dream home right away. Joe Picolo and the folks over at Godwyn Realty put you in the house that you need. Even if you're looking to invest in some property, they'll do an excellent job with that as well. Contact Joe today at 504-251-8341. Again, that phone number is 504-251-8341. And also contact Joel at joel.godwynrealty.com. No need to dream anymore. Godwyn Realty will put you in the dream house of your reality. Hello, somebody.
New Orleans has a choice. Download the New Orleans Talk Network app for your mobile device or listen at www.neworleanstalknetwork.com.
Hello, somebody. It's your boy Marlon, Big Favorite. And when I'm hungry, I like to make my way to Small Sliders, 1635 Barataria Boulevard, Marrero, Louisiana. Simple on purpose. When I tell you their burgers are delicious, have some great sauce on them, I'm telling you, when you're just hungry and just need to grab a quick...
Are you a student athlete looking to take your career to the next level? Look no further than Conquer Sports Pros. That's right, Conquer Sports Pros. Our team of experts will get you guys on the right path to your student-athlete journey in life. That's right, we have every position in football you need, and we also help out with other sports. At Conquer Sports Pros, you have everything from a list of consultation, training, and also media training. Yeah, that's right, when you take your career to the next level, play college and hopefully pro, you'll get lots of interviews. Call Conquer Sports Pros today. You can reach them at 504-319-6672 or visit marlonfavorite.com for more information. Hello, somebody. Are you looking for your dream home? Well, if that's the case, you need to contact Joe Picolo at Godwyn Realty, right here in New Orleans. Joe can put you in your dream home right away. Joe Picolo and the folks over at Godwyn Realty put you in the house that you need. Even if you're looking to invest in some property, they'll do an excellent job with that as well. Contact Joe today at 504-251-8341. Again, that phone number is 504-251-8341. And also contact Joel at joel.godwynrealty.com. No need to dream anymore. Godwyn Realty will put you in the dream house of your reality. Hello, somebody.
It's that boy Fred, host of FanView Podcast.
Welcome. It's Inside the Trenches on ESPN New Orleans, 100.3 FM New Orleans. Y'all can check us out Monday through Friday, 6 to 8 p.m. But we here live at Small Sliders. We like to call this one Lunch at the Sliders, baby. We want to thank our folks here for joining us as we get ready to do this show. I'm joined here with my co-host, Joel. Joel, what's happening, baby? Joel
What's
in the
up,
Big Easy.
baby?
Joel's going to join me for a few segments to talk sports. Joe, let's kick it right off, man. Our Lady Tigers take on UCLA at the MVP Arena in Albany, New York. Our ladies are predicted to be a 52.7% winner versus UCLA. Your thoughts on the Lady Tigers?
I mean, my thoughts is that the Lady Tigers, obviously previous champions, they have something to prove. And not only that, but think when they do win this game, who do you think they're going to be playing next game?
Yeah, I look at it as
no. I was asking, like, dude, there's a big chance that they're going to be playing Ohio after this game and everything. So I can tell that Angel Reese and all of them, they want that game again. So you know that they're coming out ready to play and put away UCLA.
The Elite Eight matchup would be against Iowa. It would be a rematch of the national championship.
Iowa.
It's all in it's a Midwest swing. It's all around the same deal. And this segment, guys, is brought to us by Small Sliders. That's 1635 Barataria Boulevard in Marrero. Talk to me now. And I think if you want a spot to go get you something to eat, lunch, as some folks are rolling up right now to enjoy some of this, y'all do so today, right now. Joe, like back to the matchup. When you look at some of the key players to watch in this game, of course, the SEC Player of the Year, Angel Reese.
Right.
That goes without being said. By the way, she made the all-defensive team along with first-team All-SEC. So, I mean, she's there. Michaela Williams, the freshman guard, she made SEC Freshman of the Year.
Yep.
Michaela has been clutch for LSU, particularly running at that guard position. Anicia Moreau, the junior that transferred in, she's a superstar. She was actually up for SEC Player of the Year as well.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the superstar rapper, Flau'jae Johnson, the sophomore sensation, who made second team all SEC this year. So that's from the LSU side. Out of those names I just ran, Joe, who do you look forward to seeing from first?
Oh, I mean, obviously we got my girl Reese. who's out there because, I mean, I'm definitely somewhat worried about her and her mental state because a lot of people don't know that she's originally from Baltimore, and they had that bridge that collapsed because of that boat. Yeah,
that's right.
And so for her, that's something that plays to her mentally. She actually did go on Twitter and everything and give a shout out and talk to people about that because she was saying about how many times she's drove over that bridge when she's growing up. So that's something that is a factor because people don't think about those things about a player's mental state. And things. Luckily, nobody got hurt, so I don't think she has to really worry about it. But that's something that maybe something we have to look at.
Joel, I didn't even think about that. She is from the Baltimore, Maryland area. And for something like that, to wake up to tragic news like that,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure she ran. It's kind of like with Katrina with us. We ran to our phones to see if everybody was okay, trying to stay in touch. Man, that's something I didn't even think about that, Joe. So
I know, like you get it on like X and you say something about bridge, and you're like, what's trending about a bridge right now? And then you're seeing about how this boat just lost the power, rammed right into this 2-mile long bridge, and it collapsed.
That's insane.
Yeah.
UCLA, they played against Creighton. It was a tight game. They did end up being victorious. But when you look at their players, there's the sophomore center, Laura Betts. She's made all defense, Pac-12 defense. There's Charisma Osborne, the guard. She's an all-conference player as well. And then there's Kiki Rice, the sophomore. Those are the two ladies that you really have, the few ladies, should I say, for UCLA in that game against Creighton played a major role.
Yeah.
Now, when you look at key matchups, you know we got to take it inside the trenches, baby. I like to look at Aaliyah Del Rosario and then versus Laura Betts, because I do believe that, and then you can mix a little Angel Reese in that when Aaliyah's not on the court. Angel Reese be more of that dominant player, even though she's a power forward. I mean, she got 19 rebounds last game.
Dude, she is
insane.
She is a Charles Barkley. She's snatching them rebounds.
That she is. If y'all are just tuning in, you're listening to Inside the Trenches show on ESPN New Orleans. We're here at Small Sliders, 1635 Barataria Boulevard in Marrero. You can follow me at BigFave504, and you can follow Joe at Joe in the Big Easy on Instagram. We are enjoying the beautiful weather out here. It is gorgeous. I got my shades on right now. We outside enjoying the gorgeous weather. We've been in the studio and in UPT, Uptown Sports Social, a lot indoors, so it just feels good after all of those rainy weekends, Joel, to finally be able to be here at Small Sliders. We really do appreciate this time. We want to take a look at the women's brackets. Gearing up here on my tablet. When you look at the women's brackets, is this race to the Elite Eight. Oh, that rhyme right quick. Y'all caught that one? The race to the Elite Eight. Looking at the Albany Regional 1 side, South Carolina takes on Midwest Swing thing again, Indiana. That should be a very interesting matchup. And then when you look at the bottom of that bracket, you got Oregon State taking on Notre Dame. Notre Dame was victorious against Ole Miss, 71-56, and then Oregon State 61 to 51 Nebraska. Now, I had Nebraska on my women's bracket, Joe. It's out of there.
Well, I mean, ask yourself, why did you feel that Nebraska was going to take it?
Well, I wanted to go with the underdog. I know they entered at 6, and they played, really good defense. So that's kind of what made me think that they was going to hold up. But Oregon State was just a little too much for them. But then when you look at the Regional 2 in Albany, you have this matchup. Don't sleep on Deion Sanders and them daughter at Colorado. It's a 2:30 game on Saturday. Iowa's coming at a #1 team, but Colorado is pretty scrappy.
Oh, I mean, Colorado is definitely a game that Iowa should not sleep on. I mean, because everybody knows that if you can just shut down Caitlin Clark, you're really hampering Iowa's whole entire game plan.
Right.
But it's really hard to shut her down because the girl can literally shoot from the half court and make the shot. So we're gonna have to see what Nebraska's gonna do. Everybody knows and everybody's planning right now, how do we shut down Caitlin Clark?
That's the key, and it's on the perimeter, Joel. She can shoot a solid 3 from anywhere on the court.
Oh, yeah.
Her 20-foot shot is
Literally.
good. Her distributing is good. I mean, we talk about her as a shooter a lot, but this young lady also plays exceptionally well on defense as well. And, of course, the game that we're all looking forward to here in South Louisiana at the bottom of that bracket is LSU as they take on UCLA. So both Iowa and LSU have to handle business in these particular games, but it's a hard trait to get to Elite Eight.
Oh, yeah.
A big upset last night as we wrap up here in this segment. Alabama, a stunning Sweet 16 win over North Carolina. Joe, it was all about the last minute and 30 seconds in that matchup. I just really feel that this year is just shaping up different than what we're used to seeing as far as March Madness goes. I mean, that's the reason they call it March Madness, though. So that's true, too. It's Inside the Trenches. We're here at Small Sliders, 1635 Barataria Boulevard. We're here every Friday. Our normal time is 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. We will usually be here. We have our holiday special today, so I'm glad y'all are tuning in. And, hey, feel free to come on and have some lunch with us right now. They have great specials. You can get the biggie, the small, and get your fries the Smalls way. The weather's nice out here. It's nice and warm. Get your ice cream, and we'll definitely keep things rolling. And remember, this segment was brought to you by Small Sliders, Marrero. When we come back, we got to talk a little bit about these quarterbacks, Joel. These group of commentators saying, oh, this guy's going to go number 1. Oh, no, they should pick him. We know every year guys are wrong with this, but we're going to look at who are the players that are ready to start day one guys in the NFL right now. Who are those guys? Who is it? Is it Jaden Daniels? Is it Caleb Williams? Me and Joel are going to talk about that next year. You're watching us on New Orleans Talk Network, baby, streaming live and listening to us on ESPN New Orleans, 100.3 FM, baby. Hello, somebody. It's time to move our body.
Are you a student athlete looking to take your career to the next level? Look no further than Conquer Sports Pros. That's right, Conquer Sports Pros. Our team of experts will get you guys on the right path to your student athlete journey in life. That's right, we have every position in football you need, and we also help out with other sports. At Conquer Sports Pros, you have everything from a list of consultation, training, and also media training. Yeah, that's right, when you take your career to the next level, play college and hopefully pro, you'll get lots of interviews. Call Conquer Sports Pros today. You can reach them at 504-319-6672 or visit marlonfavorite.com for more information. Hello, somebody. Are you looking for your dream home? Well, if that's the case, you need to contact Joe Picolo at Godwyn Realty, right here in New Orleans. Joe can put you in your dream home right away. Joe Picolo and the folks over at Godwyn Realty put you in the house that you need. Even if you're looking to invest in some property, they'll do an excellent job with that as well. Contact Joe today at 504-251-8341. Again, that phone number is 504-251-8341. And also contact Joel at joel.godwynrealty.com. No need to dream anymore. Godwyn Realty will put you in the dream house of your reality. Hello, somebody.
It's that boy Fred, host of FanView Podcast. Tune into the NOTN app weekdays, 3:30 for the FanView Podcast. Go to NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com to watch more episodes of FanView Podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and watch.
Listen up. Your customers, our listeners, could be hearing about your business right now. Yeah, right now. Don't miss out on the opportunity to advertise with NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Call our business department today at 504-475-4793 to hear about our great rates. NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. We provide the people, you provide the business.
Hello, somebody. It's Marlon Big Favorite with Inside the Trenches podcast. Do you need a quick car wash? Well, if that's a yes, you need to visit Crown Car Wash, 1336 Stumpf Boulevard, Gretna, Louisiana, on the West Bank, baby. Crown's the best. You get a spotless wash, nice clean tires, reasonable pricing, and free vacuuming. My favorite part about Crown Car Wash, they open 24/7. That's right, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can visit Crown Car Wash on the West Bank, baby, and let them know you heard about them on Inside the Trenches podcast with Marlon Big Favorite Wright. Watch out there now. Hello, somebody. It's Marlon Big Favorite Wright with Inside the Trenches podcast. Do you need a quick car wash? Well, if that's a yes, you need to visit Crown Car Wash, 1336.
I'm feeling like Pete. I'm about it, I'm living a dream. I live in New Orleans. I'm balling, I'm rapping, I'm raising some kings. One time for the Millers. It's really no limit to getting this green.
Welcome back. Inside the Trenches show, baby, on ESPN New Orleans. You can check us out from 6 to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday on ESPN New Orleans, 100.3 FM. Had a little brain freeze right there. You know why, Joe? I'm going to tell you why I had a quick freeze.
Please tell me.
I live in an apartment, not to expose myself, not to do any of that at all. I'm just being transparent, being honest.
People like that, though.
Yes, people like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I have some of my neighbors, Joe, they actually own houses, but they don't want to deal with cutting grass every day and dealing with all of those bells and whistles. So what they end up doing is they just stay in the apartment where they cut out grass.
Got the
just
HOA.
you know, they let one of the properties pay for the rent there and just kind of roll like that. So you have those type of people.
Yeah.
But if you are somebody that's in the market of buying a house or selling a house, whether it's commercial or residential, I got the man right here for you, Joe Picolo with Godwyn Realty right here in New Orleans. So, Joe, what y'all got popping over there?
I mean, dude, we got a lot of stuff popping right now. Like, all of a sudden, like, we got 3 new listings coming up, man. The market is definitely not as – prices are coming down. Just recently, I had posted on my story about how active listings and new listings are at an all-time high right now. So you know what that means for buyers? That means that you can get great deals.
Wow.
Yes, because properties are sitting on the market a lot longer. Yes, interest rates are higher and insurance is higher, but prices are coming down so that it balances out. And not only that, but once interest rates come down, because they will and insurance will, guess what? You have a house now with a ton of equity in it.
That's huge. Speaking of equity going up and down and the market going up and down, that's the same thing going on with these top quarterback prospects in the NFL draft right now. And me and Joel just really trying to figure out who's the guy that's pro-ready, that's ready to plug and play right now. We discovered that was Anthony Richardson last year. Then he got hurt when they brought him in.
Oh, yeah.
We thought that Bryce Young last year was going to be that quarterback that was going to shine, but he was just on a bad team, not a lot of good things around him, and C.J. Stroud ended up being that guy.
Yep.
Well, the names that's popping up right now, Joe, is Jaden Daniels, Caleb Williams, Drake May, Michael Penix Jr., a loaded class now, J.J. McCarthy, and I would say Bo Nix. Now, some other mentions, Michael Pratt from Tulane, which we'll talk Tulane later on in the show. I thought that Joel Milton III is someone to look at. And a sleeper in this draft, because he's getting back healthy, is Jordan Travis. So those are some other guys to look at. But I want to break down the top guys, the ones that they're talking about are the most pro-ready, Joe.
Yeah.
I want to ask you about Jaden Daniels first, because we Bayou boys. I mean, in Louisiana matters. You know what I'm talking about? Hello, somebody. I know they're feeling us over here at Small Sliders, baby.
Yeah.
But what's most impressive to you about Jaden Daniels when you look at guys who are pro-ready, ready to roll that next plug and play?
It's honestly his intelligence as a quarterback, his ability to feel when the pocket is closing in on him and being able to just scurry out and being able to, not only that, you would think that he would run, but actually he's letting his wide receiver set up even more so he can throw those bomb passes and throw those accurate passes, because that was something that we saw in a lot of other quarterbacks that were like fast, that they ran too much. And I mean, like, don't get me wrong, Lamar Jackson, he can definitely throw, but a lot of times people know him for running. So seeing Jaden Daniels, yeah, he has the opportunities to run, but he doesn't. He actually lets his wide receivers, he hits his wide receivers when they're open.
And that's one thing me, Hunt, and Brandon talk about on LSU Sports Radio, how he matured from year 1 to year 2 at LSU. When he first got to LSU, when we took on Florida State, it was making the fans a bit frustrated because like he keeps on taking off and running.
Yeah,
but it's kind
he
of like,
kept
well,
on running.
Can't get too mad. It's working, and we almost won that game against Florida State against the first time, and then we saw him progress as the year went along. But then it got down to the nitty gritty, and the next year came. Less errors, didn't throw as many interceptions this year, was careful with the football, made the big passes down because the stats showed that you had 2,000-yard receivers.
Right.
You ran for over 1,000 yards, so almost broke a whole bunch of records and could have did more. But Jaden, to me, is QB1.
Oh, yeah.
Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams is a guy. You've seen him make plays where the ball fumbled. He picks it up and still makes a deep, accurate pass down the field. He has the arm. He has the ability to throw from anywhere on the field.
Yep.
And he did it for 2 years. So that's why a lot of folks have him as the number one guy moving forward. Your thoughts on Caleb Williams?
I mean, I know a lot of people, because he's the number one quarterback, and a lot of people like to be a devil's advocate and potentially dislike Caleb because he's NFL royalty. He comes from a family that's been in the NFL, and so people think that he hasn't earned it. But in actuality, the dude has earned it. Like, he shows top-notch playing. Like you said, the dude literally fumbled the ball, then grabbed the ball and like threw it. The dude knows what he's doing. He had an excellent pro day. Coaches like him, so that's why either him or Jaden Daniels, I feel like, are going to definitely be either one of those number one picks.
I think it's 1A, 1B. Yeah. I'll just call it that to be on the safe side, just because everybody has a different opinion.
Yeah, everybody.
To me, the next guy is Michael Penix Jr., and it's not about him going to the national championship and going deep into the college football playoffs. It's about that 4.40 he ran at a quarterback position. And Jaden just blazing. He's poised in the pocket. He's someone that stands tall in the pocket. He can make that deep, accurate ball that passes well. And Joe, you're someone who's been talking about quarterback for the Saints in the first round for the past month and a half. I can vouch for that. It's right here on New Orleans Talk Network.
Still saying it.
You on break, you mentioned Michael Penix. If he's still there, New Orleans should take a look at him.
Well, look at now. Obviously, these are all mock drafts, and you never know what's going to happen in the draft. I mean, just recently, 2 teams have traded up to get those positions, so you never know. But from what people are saying in the mock draft, that it looks like that Michael Penix is going to be available in the 14th pick. And if I'm the Saints and I'm looking and I'm saying, wow, Michael Penix, like you just said, dude is incredibly fast. The dude can throw. His quarterback intelligence is amazing. He had a great pro day. I would think it would be very dumb for the Saints not to go for him on the 14th pick,
or at least take a serious look. I would say, I mean, you can use a reliable quarterback in your quarterback room.
Yep,
we know what you were doing. I'm laughing because they brought in my man from Buffalo, Nate Peterman. I'm not trying to clown him. It's something that the coaches like about him. So if y'all like him, we'll try to love him.
6 interceptions. I mean, it's said.
It's said. There are 3 quarterbacks that are in the mix as well. Other quarterbacks I didn't mention. That's J.J. McCarthy, Bo Nix, and then Drake May. Drake May, in my opinion, him and J.J. McCarthy are just shooting up the board. You're seeing these guys be 2 on some of the boards, 3. When you look at those last 3 quarterbacks, and Drake May, for all intents and purposes, most folks, after talking with NFL execs, have Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, and Drake May. But I've been seeing J.J. McCarthy jump in that conversation, talking about the Vikings trading up for him. I mean, what's your thoughts on that, Joe?
I think that these are, like I said, these are just individuals, and maybe from what they're seeing in scout reports about how Drake May has been just doing really well, talking to individual owners, coaches, and really just people I think just really like him as an individual. So that's why they're probably bumping up his score. But yeah, I really think that J.J. McCarthy is not getting the the recognition that he deserves, because he
won a
is solid
national
quarterback.
championship too.
The dude won a national championship. So like, he has experience. He knows how to play under pressure. So I think that you're absolutely right about that with JJ McCarthy.
Now he doesn't have the yards, and I think that's the big knock that everybody has on him. He doesn't have the yards, but he had the defense. He has the arrangement.
Right.
He was coached well by Coach Harbaugh. He won a starting job with him. And when you look at Bo Nix, played in the SEC at a top level, and then he brought that to Oregon with his coach, and he had a pair of receivers, including Troy Franklin, ball out as well. We're talking quarterbacks here in the draft. Who's ready to start right away? I would say Jaden Daniels, Caleb Williams. I would probably say JJ too if you look at what he has. And remember, this segment was brought to you guys by Godwyn Realty. Make sure y'all check them out. They're across the river, 1943 Sophie B. Wright Place, New Orleans, Louisiana. I got my man Joel right here. Anything else we need to know about Joel over at Godwyn?
Just that things are starting to get better for the real estate world, everybody. Like, just because don't wait for the market to get better. Like, that is the worst strategy as a buyer, because your definition of when the market is going to be better is going to always be different.
That's right, baby. You heard it from Joel, man. It's Inside the Trenches. We're streaming live here on New Orleans Talk Network. It's ESPN New Orleans. Hello, somebody.
Are you a student athlete looking to take your career to the next level? Look no further than Conquer Sports Pros. That's right, Conquer Sports Pros. Our team of experts will get you guys on the right path to your student athlete journey in life. That's right, we have every position in football you need, and we also help out with other sports. At Conquer Sports Pros, you have everything from a list of consultation, training, and also media training. Yeah, that's right. When you take your career to the next level, play college and hopefully pro, you'll get lots of interviews. Call Conquer Sports Pros today. You can reach them at 504-319-6672 or visit marlonfavorite.com for more information. Hello, somebody. Are you looking for your dream home? Well, if that's the case, you need to contact Joe Picolo at Godwyn Realty, right here in New Orleans. Joe can put you in your dream home right away. Joe Picolo and the folks over at Godwyn Realty put you in the house that you need. Even if you're looking to invest in some property, they'll do an excellent job with that as well. Contact Joe today at 504-251-8341. Again, that phone number is 504-251-8341. And also contact Joel at joel.godwynrealty.com. No need to dream anymore. Godwyn Realty will put you in the dream house of your reality. Hello, somebody.
It's that boy Fred, host of FanView Podcast. Tune into the NOTN app weekdays, 3:30 for the FanView Podcast. Go to NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com to watch more episodes of FanView Podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and watch.
Listen up. Your customers, our listeners, could be hearing about your business right now. Yeah, right now. Don't miss out on the opportunity to advertise with NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Call our business department today at 504-475-4793 to hear about our great rates. NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. We provide the people, you provide the business.
Hello, somebody. It's Marlon Big Favorite with Inside the Trenches Podcast. Do you need a quick car wash? Well, if that's a yes, you need to visit Crown Car Wash, 1336 Stumpf Boulevard, Gretna, Louisiana, on the West Bank, baby. Crown's the best. You get a spotless wash, nice clean tires, reasonable pricing, and free vacuuming. My favorite part about Crown Car Wash, they open 24/7. That's right, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can visit Crown Car Wash on the West Bank, baby, and let them know you heard about them on Inside the Trenches Podcast with Marlon Big Favorite. Watch out there now. Hello, somebody. It's Marlon Big Favorite.
17, tell them youngins how to boss up. Only 17 and youngin' trying to swipe your card up. Take a different run, I'm trying to tell them put the rod up. Before you sit the guard, bro. Before you try to quit, you better try to be the champion. I'm trying to kill your chance so bad you gotta
Welcome back. Inside the Trenches Podcast. I'm your host, Marlon Big Favorite. And this segment is brought to y'all by Montero Motors, 1512 Metairie, 1512 North Causeway, Metairie, Louisiana. Go over there, get with my man Alberto. I don't care if you only got a couple of dollars on you. You just need wheels. He gonna get you right. Best used car deals in the city, right? Speaking of the city of New Orleans, yesterday we talked about LSU's pro day. Today we talking about Tulane's pro day. Them boys balled out. 15 players were there training in front. Almost 30 NFL teams. There are only 30 NFL teams, 32 NFL teams in the league. And they had, I want to say, at least about 27 teams there checking out the players, including your New Orleans Saints wide receiver coach Keith Williams, along with Coach McGee, were in the building checking the guys out. I love the progression of Tulane. Tulane has really, over the last several years, started to produce more NFL players. Tulane started to keep more players in state to come in state. You have to give Tulane their credit where it's due. Now you have a team that's competing on a high level, played an exceptional game against USC, beating USC. The year Caleb Williams won the Heisman, I thought that was impressive. Guys like Tajay Spears, one of the top running backs in this past year's draft. Michael Pratt having 2 back-to-back good seasons, really raising his stock. I mean, if you look at that Ole Miss game this year, Tulane, I think, would have won that game had Michael Pratt been healthy. If you ask me, in my opinion, I think Tulane would have put up a really big fight for that game. I want to hear from the players. Michael Pratt and one of the other big dog players there, Jaquin Jackson, worked out. And just to kind of give you guys, I guess, a little tidbit on these pro days, just thinking back to my pro day before we run the audio. You lift, you do the 3-cone drill, L drill. You go through different workout drills with the coaches. It's usually the NFL team scouts operating these workouts, right? You do get the participation from LSU strength and conditioning team. Like, I like how you have that laser clock there, but then you'll have one of the strength and conditioning coach that, nah, Faye, you ran a 4.97. You heard me? Like, you get the, man, nah, bro, it was a 4.99. I got him at a 5.5, sub 5.5 flat. And then you, nah, bro, I got you at that 4.7. Like, that's one of the things I look forward to in the combine. Now, also at the pro day, should I say, you don't get a lot of guys doing everything. Some of the guys went to the combine. Like, case in point, yesterday, all Jaden Daniels did was throw, right? Malik Neighbors, he ran his 40. Brian Thomas, he didn't do nothing but participate in the position drills with Jaden. Whereas you had guys like maybe a Mason Smith that might have did 2 extra drills from there. If y'all are just tuning in and y'all just joining us here at Small Sliders, we're talking about Pro Day for Tulane. Tulane, our city's 504 representing, had their Pro Day yesterday, had about 30 coaches there, over 50 some odd NFL assistants just in attendance to check out these guys. I want to run some clips. First, I want to hear what Michael Pratt had to say about the Pro Day. And, I mean, this is a kid, I think, if you look at how he played consistently this year and how he was a staple for Tulane at the quarterback, it wouldn't surprise me if, we talked about all those quarterbacks last segment. I think this kid here could possibly be a second rounder. Let's check him out. Oh, sorry about that. I thought we had the clip. Yeah, we had the audio going. So yeah, he basically was talking about how exceptionally well the pro day was, and it was about getting with his receivers and doing all of those necessary things. We also would have heard from wide receiver Jaquan Jackson, and I'll try to get some of these guys' comments to you all. I really like to roll with those players' comments. Some more positives from there. Saints offensive lineman, former All-Pro, now offensive line coach Jari Evans did the offensive line drills. Thank you kindly. Say hey to the folks on TV. Hello. Yeah, so got to get my small sliders drink. But I said TV like CL. To the folks streaming, CL, you know we on TV.
Same thing.
Same thing, right? You're right. But Chris Hines is one of the offensive linemen they're predicting going to have a really good showing to those NFL coaches. I thought hold on. I want to pull up some of the results for Tulane's Pro Day. But if you look at it from the perspective of being able to be a solid offensive lineman in this league, that's like in college football. You can always use a good offensive lineman. So you do have teams that would draft, in some drafts, 2 O-linemen, 3 O-linemen. You'll catch a team draft the O-lineman in the first round, come back a couple rounds later and draft the O-lineman again. So I thought that, just looking at what he was able to do yesterday to train those guys was huge. I want to look at a couple of, just to recap this thing, to get a few of the numbers while I pull up the Pro Day results for the Tulane players. I want to get some of the 40-yard dashes. I'll try to get some of that information for y'all next segment. But as I mentioned earlier, I really appreciate the route that NFL teams are taking to give more of a yeah, they got it right there. Sorry, to give players more of a route to the NFL from this area, right? Usually, we still lead the NFL per capita, but Tulane typically wouldn't get as much love. Now, don't get it wrong; they had a pro day, and they're successful in their pro day as well, to be able to bring some folks in and work them out. I know one of our former chapter presidents, Bernard Robinson, he was drafted out of Tulane. I want to say Bernard was maybe 6th round or something like that. I think that was huge for him. But you have to look at the advantage the Tulane players have too, being right here in the Saints' backyard and being able to get an honest eye. Because you have, first and foremost, the training, the deal was at the Saints facility. Their pro day was at the Saints facility. That's one. A second thing to look at, being local, having guys like J.J. McCluster, having guys local like Sheridan Carter, who's with Tulane and has Sheridan worked with the Saints for 12 years. So it's easy for the Saints personnel to get an honest look on those guys. And one more thing I want to point out, too, about this is the local workout with the Saints as well. If you're from Louisiana, you'll have an opportunity to work out with the Saints as well. So I think that's something, in my opinion, that works out exceptionally well for those guys. And look, not just with the Saints. It's also with other teams in the area to exchange information. You get your 40 from there, so on and so forth. I'm sorry, Tarek, you were trying to get my attention. What you were saying?
I was just letting you know, Faye, we were good to play those clips right now, brother.
Okay,
we
cool.
had a little bit of a technical issue, but we got it fixed for our listeners out there. So it's important that we get those clips out. So you can play the audio for the clips now. Okay, so we'll listen. We'll check out the guys from the pro day. Hold on, let me pull this on up for a second. For our folks viewing, give us a second to get this stuff together. And that's a really great point you was making right there, Fave, towards the point you was just making just now, man. It goes a long way for those guys.
It really does. I'm just getting these clips together. I time-stamped them.
The weather's so beautiful today.
It is. You sound like Jeezy. The weather, the birds are chirping.
Yeah, the
weather's
birds are chirping. It is a beautiful day out here on Manhattan. I mean, on Barataria at Small Sliders. I'm thinking about Manhattan right now. Barataria at Small Sliders, y'all. We definitely getting the kinks worked out. It's been a minute since we've been out here.
My name is Rachel Nelson. I'm a Term 5 School of Medicine student, and today I'll be visiting the General Hospital.
The New Orleans Saints have already made one.
I tell y'all what, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we'll do segment 3, and then we'll have those players' clips playing. It's Inside the Trenches podcast on ESPN New Orleans, baby. We have small sliders. Hello.
I like the way this feels. You love it when I hold you tight. I'll cherish every moment I'm with you. Are you a student athlete looking to take your career to the next level? Look no further than Conquer Sports Pros. That's right, Conquer Sports Pros. Our team of experts will get you guys on the right path to your student-athlete journey in life. That's right, we have every position in football you need, and we also help out with other sports. At Conquer Sports Pros, you have everything from a list of consultation, training, and also media training. Yeah, that's right, when you take your career to the next level, play college and hopefully pro, you'll get lots of interviews. Call Conquer Sports Pros today. You can reach them at 504-319-6672 or visit marlonfavorite.com for more information. Hello, somebody. Are you looking for your dream home? Well, if that's the case, you need to contact Joe Picolo at Godwyn Realty, right here in New Orleans. Joe can put you in your dream home right away. Joe Picolo and the folks over at Godwyn Realty put you in the house that you need. Even if you're looking to invest in some property, they'll do an excellent job with that as well. Contact Joe today at 504-251-8341. Again, that phone number is 504-251-8341. And also contact Joel at joel.godwynrealty.com. No need to dream anymore. Godwyn Realty will put you in the dream house of your reality. Hello, somebody.
It's that boy Fred, host of FanView Podcast. Tune into the NOTN app weekdays, 3:30 for the FanView Podcast. Go to NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com to watch more episodes of FanView Podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and watch.
Listen up. Your customers, our listeners, could be hearing about your business right now. Yeah, right now. Don't miss out on the opportunity to advertise with NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Call our business department today at 504-475-4793 to hear about our great rates. NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. We provide the people, you provide the business.
Hello, somebody. It's Marlon Big Favorite with Inside the Trenches podcast. Do you need a quick car wash? Well, if that's a yes, you need to visit Crown Car Wash, 1336 Stumpf Boulevard, Gretna, Louisiana, on the West Bank, baby. Crown's the best. You get a spotless wash, nice clean tires, reasonable pricing, and free vacuuming. My favorite part about Crown Car Wash, they open 24/7. That's right, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can visit Crown Car Wash on the West Bank, baby, and let them know you heard about them on Inside the Trenches podcast with Marlon Big Favorite. Watch out there now. Hello, somebody. It's Marlon Big Favorite.
I thought that we were better than that. You keep texting me long letters, stressing me out, lady. I thought that we were better than that.
Hello, somebody. We back here at Small Slider, 1635 Barataria Boulevard, Marrero, Louisiana. But Monday nights, we over the river, baby, at Uptown Sports Social, 3218 Magazine Street. That's who this segment brought to y'all by. Watch out there now. Uptown Sports Social. They're open 7 days a week. One of the top sports bars in the city. They represent. And look, I'm going to be mad if y'all watching me right now. Y'all don't come join me on Monday from 6 to 8 p.m. We'll be looking for y'all. Before we went to break, I wanted to listen to what the Tulane players had to say about their pro day and comment on that. So we're going to run those clips back. First, we're going to hear from Michael Pratt about his workout and his thoughts on being back in the saddle, throwing to his receivers.
I think it's just another opportunity to come out here and throw the ball and, showcase what I can do throwing the ball, but then also how I interact with the guys. Just the camaraderie that we have, shows our relationships together. And just, it's just another opportunity to come out here and play football and have fun.
Very simple, right? That's what the pro day is about. Y'all saw Jaden Daniels, and if you didn't, you could check it out on LSU's page. Y'all saw Jaden after Malik Neighbors ran that crazy 4 4.34 That's what I'm talking about. Chest bump. Just excited for your teammates. And another player that I spoke about was Jaquan Jackson. Jaquan had, I want to say, 18,000 yards total at Tulane, 18 touchdowns total in his time at Tulane. So that's like averaging 5 to 6 touchdowns a year. And he had a great opportunity to work out at the same facility for his pro day. Let's hear from him.
It went great, you know. We've been working for this opportunity our whole lifetime just to get this opportunity to play on the next level, you know. We work hard, you know. It was kind of crazy from us going to our facilities all across the state and then just getting back with Pratt like 2 weeks ago just to get the chemistry back down. You know, we've been talking about the quarterbacks. So, you know, as you can see, it went great. It's a blessing to be here, you know. Finished my career at Tulane and just happy to be here.
Y'all heard him. Just happy to be back in the building. I mean, these guys has been preparing for their pro days the last couple of months, really getting things going. Some of them had an invite to the combine and was able to do their thing at the combine as well. So we want to big up to those guys at Tulane. We want to show them a little love as well. These NFL mock drafts, they're not going to stop, baby. They're going to keep going. I was just looking around, just checking out a couple of stories and stumbled across a story by Logan Ulrich. It was the 2024 mock draft. He was just kind of making like a trade-happy version of it. I want to check out a couple of the takes he was talking about. So everybody and their mother has the Chicago Bears getting Caleb Williams. He didn't want to go too crazy on that part of the mock draft because this pick has already been traded to Chicago from the Panthers. So it's not too trade happy you could get with something like that. Everybody's looking at that as the clear-cut Caleb Williams. Now, personally, I feel as if Jaden Daniels might be the shock in the draft. That's just me. Just thinking about all the execs and what they've been talking about, the so-ons and the so-forths. I think that's it. He goes on and he has Jaden going to the Commanders. Now, here's where it gets very trade heavy. The trade, Minnesota Vikings, New England for North Carolina quarterback Drake May. He writes, the Vikings have shown their cards by acquiring a second first from the Texans. In this week following the start of free agencies, the premier, when the team wanted to trade up for a quarterback and recent prediction struggles, the conversation starts about 3 first-rounders. The 49ers gave up much in their move to 3 in 2021. The Panthers avoid giving up an extra first-round pick by trading over, including DJ Moore, in a deal with the Bears from last year. So you're looking at, in this year's draft, pick 11, 23, a first round in 2025, and then a second in 2026. That's the first one that was a bit off the chain. My comment on that, Minnesota needs a quarterback, period. Where they pick at, they may need to trade up to get a quarterback that is a day one starter, like we talked about in a couple segments before. Okay? So then they got the trade from New York to Arizona for quarterback J.J. McCarthy. As we mentioned in the past segment, when Joel was here, we talked about how J.J. McCarthy's name has really been creeping up these draft boards. Like, he's went from being barely mentioned, like, oh yeah, here's another quarterback that may go first or second round, but somewhere in between training somewhere between the combine and pro day, his stock shot up. It talked about Jacksonville and the Chargers for Ohio State's quarterback Marvin Harrison Jr. Now check this out. In 2011, it reads, in 2011, the Falcons made a massive blockbuster trade to get their buddy starting franchiser, weapon-bound Julio Jones. Julio Jones was a big blockbuster trade back then, and you saw the longevity that he had there. You saw where Jacksonville needed to make some improvements, not only in their receiving core, but also with their, just being able to load up on the defensive end position, get some more targets on defense. I want to go down a couple of more picks here, and I see the Tennessee Titans and Notre Dame left tackle Joe Alt. Now, on previous boards, they've had Joe Alt at 6 to the Jets. Now we're starting to see where the Giants in the Arizona trade for Malik Neighbors at 6. So after Malik's pro day, we're starting to see his name creep up a little more as well. Atlanta, he has Atlanta at 8, taking defensive end Dallas Turner. I can see what Atlanta can use a really solid rusher. Now here's where it gets very interesting for us here in New Orleans, and we'll talk a bit of New Orleans here in our last segment. We'll talk a bit of New Orleans here in our last segment, but he has, and we've mentioned this on the show before as well, he has New Orleans trading up to 9 with Chicago. So Chicago has the 2 draft picks, right? They have the 2. They have the 1st and the 9. They have New Orleans trading up for 9 for Olu Fashanu. That makes sense for New Orleans. I could see where they may get worried that a whole bunch of once Joe Alt fall off the board, then the boards are going to start scrambling. You're going to start seeing more teams trying to trade up to get that. And again, New Orleans is in the market for best available, but we need the best. What's happening, baby? Come on, holler at us, Coach. Okay, all right, get with you later. Coach Dave Johnson coming over here holler at us. He was a guest on here a few ago.
That's Coach David Johnson just pulling out a small slider. Coach David Johnson needs small sliders too.
There we go. Hello. And he from Florida State. Speaking of Coach Johnson, his running back's probably going to be the first or second running back off the board, and T. Benton. So that's cool, man. Native of New Orleans, just so happened to pull up over here with us at Small Sliders. But whatever offensive lineman they decide to go with, the New Orleans Saints do have to take a serious look. Because, I mean, this is the reason why they have to be draft heavy on getting the offensive lineman in the draft. The market isn't that hot with linemen. It's just guys are either a little older and cost too much, or they're a second string or third string guy that's, maybe on somebody's depth chart you can bring in to fight for playing time. So you do need the best available offensive lineman in this draft. Now, where you put them at, I don't think they're not going to draft a guard or tackle. I mean, a left or right guard. The Saints are going to either get a viable right tackle and or a solid left tackle, because Ryan Ramczyk, it doesn't look good for him bouncing back quick enough, and the Saints have to start the season off the right way. You're listening to Inside the Trenches podcast. We're here at Small Sliders, 1635 Barataria Boulevard in Marrero. It is beautiful out here. If y'all watching us live, I would really love for y'all to join us. We're having a remarkable time here, enjoying the weather, talking sports. I just thought that this article written by Logan Ulrich was I was about to use the word impressive, was interesting about the NFL trade rumors, writer for NFLTradeRumors.com. Just some happy trades. Do I think this draft is going to be trade happy? Oh, yes, indeed. I do believe you're going to catch a whole bunch of teams moving up. And does New Orleans do it? Possibly. I mean, 14 is a unique spot. It's right there in the middle of the draft, that mid piece of the draft where guys can fall to you and you won't have to trade away any picks or any players or lose any value, and you can get your guy at the first round pick. But in the same token, if offensive linemen start falling off that board, I understand where Logan is coming from, where I'm mentioning that. Hey, y'all don't go anywhere. We rolling here. We got one more segment here. Enjoying ourselves out here in this hour. You're watching Inside the Trenches right here on New Orleans Talk Network. It's ESPN New Orleans, baby. Watch out there now.
Are you a student athlete looking to take your career to the next level? Look no further than Conquer Sports Pros. That's right, Conquer Sports Pros. Our team of experts will get you guys on the right path to your student athlete journey in life. That's right, we have every position in football you need, and we also help out with other sports. At Conquer Sports Pros, you have everything from a list of consultation, training, and also media training. Yeah, that's right, when you take your career to the next level, play college and hopefully pro, you'll get lots of interviews. Call Conquer Sports Pros today. You can reach them at 504-319-6672 or visit marlonfavorite.com for more information. Hello, somebody. Are you looking for your dream home? Well, if that's the case, you need to contact Joe Picolo at Godwyn Realty, right here in New Orleans. Joe can put you in your dream home right away. Joe Picolo and the folks over at Godwyn Realty put you in the house that you need. Even if you're looking to invest in some property, they'll do an excellent job with that as well. Contact Joe today at 504-251-8341. Again, that phone number is 504-251-8341. And also contact Joel at joel.godwynrealty.com. No need to dream anymore. Godwyn Realty will put you in the dream house of your reality. Hello, somebody.
It's that boy Fred, host of FanView Podcast. Tune into the NOTN app weekdays, 3:30 for the FanView Podcast. Go to NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com to watch more episodes of FanView Podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and watch.
Listen up. Your customers, our listeners, could be hearing about your business right now. Yeah, right now. Don't miss out on the opportunity to advertise with NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Call our business department today at 504-475-4793 to hear about our great rates. NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. We provide the people, you provide the business.
Hello, somebody. It's Marlon Big Favorite with Inside the Trenches Podcast. Do you need a quick car wash? Well, if that's a yes, you need to visit Crown Car Wash, 1336 Stumpf Boulevard, Gretna, Louisiana, on the West Bank, baby. Crown's the best. You get a spotless wash, nice clean tires, reasonable pricing, and free vacuuming. My favorite part about Crown Car Wash, they open 24/7. That's right, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can visit Crown Car Wash on the West Bank, baby, and let them know you heard about them on Inside the Trenches Podcast with Marlon Big Favorite. Watch out there now. Hello, somebody. It's Marlon Big Favorite with Inside the Trenches Podcast. Do you need a quick car wash? Well, if that's a yes, you need to visit Crown Car Wash, 1336 Stumpf Boulevard, Gretna, Louisiana, on the West Bank, baby. Crown's the best. You get a spotless wash, nice clean tires, reasonable pricing, and free vacuuming. My favorite part about Crown Car Wash, they open 24/7. That's right, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can visit Crown Car Wash on the West Bank, baby, and let them know you heard about them on Inside the Trenches Podcast with Marlon Big Favorite. Watch out there now. Are you a student athlete looking to take your career to the next level? Look no further than Conquer Sports Pros. That's right, Conquer Sports Pros. Our team of experts will get you guys on the right path to your student athlete journey in life. That's right, we have every position in football you need, and we also help out with other sports. At Conquer Sports Pros, you have everything from a list of consultation, training, and also media training. Yeah, that's right. When you take your career to the next level, play college and hopefully pro, you'll get lots of interviews. Call Conquer Sports Pros today. You can reach them at 504-319-6672 or visit marlonfavorite.com for more information. Hello, somebody. Well, hello, it's Marlon Big Favorite with Inside the Trenches Podcast. Are you looking for a brand new car, or you're tired of what you're driving around in? Or you just need wheels? Well, if that's the case, you need to visit Montero Motors. Must have did this beat. West Bank, where you at? Let me get that hand clap. Well, yeah, come on, let's get it. Big dog, big as a gorilla.
West Bank, man, I grew up by that villa.
What's up? What's down, beautiful people? It's your host of Inside the Trenches podcast, Marlon Big Favorite Wright. We here live at Small Sliders in Marrero Road. That's 1635 Barataria Boulevard. Enjoying the beautiful weather. We appreciate everybody out here for hanging out with us at lunch, for coming on out, enjoying the show, and most importantly, representing, baby. And this segment is brought to you guys by Conquer Sports, located at 600 St. Joseph Street, Harvey, Louisiana, not too far from West Jeff. At Conquer Sports, you guys can get sports consultation, whether it's for softball or whether you want to get with one of our professionals with football. We talk a little bit of we do training with D linemen, O linemen. We do training with softball as well. And then holler at us at Conquer Sports. Best way to reach us, either Instagram or Twitter, or X, should I say. On Instagram, we are at Conquer Sports Pros, and on X, we are at Conquer Sports. So y'all make sure y'all check us out. I know some guys who are trying to conquer the sports, and that's NFL free agents. Surfing the net, just checking things out. I saw Dallas Robinson put a 6-minute read up on their website for Pro Football Network, and we're just going around the league and looking at some of the free agent deals that are already in play, and then also paying attention to the ones that would make sense. J.K. Dobbs to the Chargers, something that happened earlier this week. Now, he did say Ryan Tannehill to the Chicago Bears. And I'm like, Tannehill to the Chicago Bears, why? That don't make any sense, especially with them drafting Caleb Williams. Well, it makes perfect sense because Ryan Tannehill is a veteran who's played in a lot of NFL games. So I think him coming there would be good for the quarterback room. If anything, it'll be straight for the quarterback room. But outside of that, he is a reliable backup. So if something does happen where your day one starter, Jaden Daniels or Caleb Williams, can't participate or play in anything for whatever reason, whether they're not ready or, God forbid, something's happened, you have a guy in Ryan Tannehill who can plug and play. Y'all tweet me at BigFave504. Is this a good move for them? Do you agree with Robinson on this one? Tyler Boyd to the Miami Dolphins. Now, y'all know the Miami Dolphins wide receiver Tyreek Hill been calling for Michael Thomas, but Tyler Boyd makes plenty sense. He says Miami is clearly looking for another wide out to play along Tyreek Hill and Jaden Waddle. Let's give them a veteran pass catcher who already understands working behind two dominant receivers. That's a quote for you right there, because think about it. Tyler Boyd was top dog. Then Jamar Chase and T. Higgins came into play, and then his top dogness went down a little bit. Hello. That's just the way I view it. Then he goes on and says Michael Gallup would be a good fit for the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Steelers traded for wide receiver Deontay Johnson to Carolina, so he's in Carolina now. They do need another wide receiver. Pittsburgh did get two quarterbacks recently here in my man Justin Fields and Russell Wilson, so they will need some legit targets to hit. Michael Gallup was solid for the Cowboys. At times he was that number 2 guy. At times he was number 3. He wasn't number 1. I mean, that was for Amari Cooper in his time there, and most recently CeeDee Lamb. But Dak Prescott ran up the bag. That he did. He ran up the bag in the yards, was almost an MVP. But in this particular situation, you bring in a guy like Michael Gallup, you have some for sure hands. You have some for sure hands back there. Logan Thomas to the Minnesota Vikings. I mean, when it comes to tight ends, it's either way with me. As long as you got a big, like, Jimmy Graham type dude, like, that's what it is. in my opinion. Now, when you look at the Kansas City Chiefs, and Mike, we're just going to take a random – what you think is a big need for the Kansas City Chiefs?
For me, I would think that they can never go wrong with a better Samoa offensive lineman to protect Patrick Mahomes.
You and Mr. Robinson on the same page, because
and I'm not even looking at no paper. I'm thinking to myself, okay, what do they need? They need to protect their investments,
and that is Patrick Mahomes. And we saw things he had to do a little scrambling in the Super Bowl, but he has them going with Mekhi Becton, who spent some time with the Jets. He's available free agent, and I had mentioned his name for the Saints earlier this week. I'm like, he wouldn't be bad for the Saints either, but after injuries limited him to just one game for 2020 and 2021, Mike Becton finally managed to stay healthy for 16 games in the 2023 season.
The Bengals might need him.
Which is it?
The Bengals might need him.
Yeah.
They definitely need somebody to protect Joe Burrow, the only person that maybe can stand against Mahomes.
For real, though. No, I think when you look at Cincinnati, when you look at New Orleans, when you take a look at the Jets, when you take a look at Kansas City. Now, Kansas City, another position is wide receiver. They can use another target. Like Mahomes legit won 2 Super Bowls back-to-back, but he did it on the cool. Like, for real. He did it on the cool. He figured out how to beat Burrow, and after that, ever since he figured out how to beat Joe Burrow, because Burrow was putting it on him for year 1 and 2. He finally came around and won it, and he was back to the Super Bowl for Patrick Mahomes. So he could definitely beef up that offensive line. Stephon Gilmore, cornerback. They're thinking Detroit Lions. Detroit traded their cornerback Carlton Davis and signed Amari Robinson in the offseason. They still need a reliable corner. Now, for years and years, Stephon Gilmore is known as Mr. Bump and Run. Play the man coverage, play physical at the point of contact, and run right along with you. Detroit could use a lockdown cornerback. A team that was so close last year, so close, could have made it to the big show, but they had a misfault here. Might have made a bad call there, and now they're in the market for a cornerback, and a veteran cornerback wouldn't be bad. If y'all are just tuning in, I'm checking out an article I got off of Pro Football Network. Beat writer Dallas Robinson was just talking about a couple of players that are still on the free agent board and what'll be pretty decent matches for them, right? And Stephon Gilmore could be a cornerback 1. Getting a little older now. You know, he was super good his first few years. We'll check out a couple of more. They have the Baltimore Ravens getting Justin Simmons. Now, they just lost a safety. Justin Simmons is one of those guys who could be a safety in the box for you. He's athletic. He could cover and run down the field, and he's big. They don't have Patrick Queen at that second level anymore that can run down guys and cover. Even though Patrick Queen plays linebacker, they still need to look in the direction. And here's another reason. The Ravens deployed plenty of their 3 safety look in the 2023's free agent after the 2023 season. Kyle Hamilton, Marcus Williams, and Geno Stone, each player had at least 700 snaps. Justin Sims could be another versatile backup in for the Ravens after seeing action, as I mentioned, in the box. A guy that can play in the box, play in the slot, a guy that has seen an all-pro season here in the NFL. You're listening to and watching Inside the Trenches here on New Orleans Talk Network. We also on radio, 100.3 FM. This show is a little different today. I mentioned this on last night's show, and I'll mention it again to you guys. We're going to have this thing on YouTube all day, but we took off on ESPN today. It's Good Friday, so we'll be back in the saddle on Monday at UPT Sports Social representing baby. is Inside the Trenches. Y'all don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
I'ma be somebody. You never know when you gonna need somebody. Hello somebody. Yeah, I'ma move my body. Yeah, you gonna be. Are you a student athlete looking to take your career to the next level? Look no further than Conquer Sports Pros. That's right, Conquer Sports Pros. Our team of experts will get you guys on the right path to your student athlete journey in life. That's right, we have every position in football you need, and we also help out with other sports. At Conquer Sports Pros, you have everything from a list of consultation, training, and also media training. Yeah, that's right, when you take your career to the next level, play college and hopefully pro, you'll get lots of interviews. Call Conquer Sports Pros today. You can reach them at 504-319-6672 or visit marlonfavorite.com for more information. Hello, somebody. Are you looking for your dream home? Well, if that's the case, you need to contact Joe Picolo at Godwyn Realty, right here in New Orleans. Joe can put you in your dream home right away. Joe Picolo and the folks over at Godwyn Realty put you in the house that you need. Even if you're looking to invest in some property, they'll do an excellent job with that as well. Contact Joe today at 504-251-8341. Again, that phone number is 504-251-8341. And also contact Joel at joel.godwynrealty.com. No need to dream anymore. Godwyn Realty will put you in the dream house of your reality. Hello, somebody.
It's that boy Fred, host of FanView Podcast. Tune into the NOTN app weekdays, 3:30 for the FanView Podcast. Go to NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com to watch more episodes of FanView Podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and watch.
Listen up. Your customers, our listeners, could be hearing about your business right now. Yeah, right now. Don't miss out on the opportunity to advertise with NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Call our business department today at 504-475-4793 to hear about our great rates. NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. We provide the people, you provide the business.
Hello, somebody. It's Marlon Big Favorite with Inside the Trenches Podcast. Do you need a quick car wash? Well, if that's a yes, you need to visit Crown Car Wash, 1336 Stumpf Boulevard, Gretna, Louisiana, on the West Bank, baby. Crown's the best. You get a spotless wash, nice clean tires, reasonable pricing, and free vacuuming. My favorite part about Crown Car Wash, they open 24/7. That's right, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can visit Crown Car Wash on the West Bank, baby, and let them know you heard about them on Inside the Trenches Podcast with Marlon Big Favorite. Watch out there now. Hello, somebody. It's Marlon Big Favorite with Inside the Trenches Podcast. Do you need a quick car wash? Well, if that's a yes, you need to visit Crown Car Wash, 1336 Stumpf Boulevard, Gretna, Louisiana, on the West Bank, baby. Crown's the best. You get a spotless wash, nice clean tires, reasonable pricing, and free vacuuming. My favorite part about Crown Car Wash, they open 24/7. That's right, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can visit Crown Car Wash on the West Bank, baby, and let them know you heard about them on Inside the...
You keep calling my phone, calling me, stressing me out daily.
Welcome back, baby. How y'all doing? It's Inside the Trenches. It's your host, Marlon Big Favorite. I'm here at Small Sliders. Y'all know when I come to Small Sliders, I'll make sure I have that empty stomach so I can go ahead and tear it down, baby. And I want y'all to come tear it down with me. Y'all come join me at 1635 Barataria Boulevard here in Marrero at Small Sliders. Come on, holler at your boy.
You know what, Fav? I think the special item today is the grilled cheese. Everybody been ordering grilled cheese today.
That's right. Good Friday, baby, the grilled cheese. Now, I think it's falling behind you. So, yeah, we have... You can get your grilled cheese for Lent, get you some fries, get you a milkshake. You name it, it's happening. We ain't playing. Now, this segment is brought to you guys by Montero Motors. That's 1512 North Causeway Boulevard in Metairie. If you're in the market for a used car or a used car, or you basically trying to get your little niece or nephew or your son or your daughter a nice used vehicle for their birthday or for graduations, hit my man Alberto up, 1512 North Causeway. Let him know you heard about him on Inside the Trenches. He might hook you up. He might knock a couple hundred off the bill if you say that. I'm just saying that. So, USA Today dropped the projection of wins article out. Win totals. They ranked the 32 teams and how many wins they think those 32 teams are going to have. So I see Tarek over there. He was looking. He was like, we'll see. So we're going to play a little game of over and under. That's right, over, under. I got the favorite boys in the crowd there, too. They might want to join in on this as well. Might yell out some predictions. Okay. We're going to do a few teams here.
Okay, let's go.
The New England Patriots, 4.5 games, over or under?
Over.
I'm going to go with the over, too. I'm rolling with the over because that's my old teammate, Gerard Mayo. Even though we were enemies at first when he was with the Tennessee Titans, I think he's putting together a team that's I think he's going to go draft him a quarterback, Terry. I think I'm going to go with the over with you.
I think they 6 wins. They're not a playoff team yet, but they're going to be reemerging real soon. 6 to 7, 6.5 wins.
I'm taking that over. And look, y'all feel free to comment below. This show going to be up all day, all weekend. I want to see what y'all got to say. Carolina Panthers, over or under 4.5 wins?
Once again, over.
Ooh.
Not a playoff team, but they are growing. The Carolina Panthers, we see them twice a year. They gave us a little bit of a scare, but we took care of business against them. Over. A 7-win team for sure.
Over 7-win team?
7 wins.
What you say, Shy?
I give them 5.
5 win?
Yeah, even though they trying to make nice picks and draft into the off season, picking up Clowning. Yeah, that's nice on that defense. But as a Saints fan myself, knowing last year, all the picks that they did made last year, really still ain't do too much. So
5 wins for the Carolina Panthers. I'm gonna give them 6 wins.
6 see my boy, 6 tops.
6 tops. I give them that. Thank you, Shy. Tennessee Titans, 5.5. Over under. Now that one tough right there because of the merging of Houston, the way Jacksonville playing. We don't know how Indy gonna look with Andy Richardson. Do the Tennessee Titans, do Will Levis pull off more than 5 wins? 5.5 wins.
The Tennessee Titans, 4 wins. They take a step back. Derrick Henry gone.
Oh man.
Tony Pollard. They got a former Dallas Cowboy.
They got 2 running backs, you know. I love Spears. We love what Spears is bringing to that team, but we just don't know 4-win team.
I'm taking that over. I think they're gonna go over. I think they're gonna get like 7 wins. I'm thinking Tennessee and Houston gonna be the teams in the AFC South. I'm just saying. Let's catch a few more. Look at this one. I'm gonna skip after a few more after this one. Sean Payton's Denver Broncos, 5.5 wins. Over, under.
Disrespectful. That is completely disrespectful. Sean Payton gets it together this offseason. He got rid of his, I guess you want to call bugaboo. Yeah, definitely a playoff team, Denver Broncos.
Fellas, just rolling up. Y'all think the Broncos? Y'all think Big Dog? You think Coach Payton Broncos get over 5.5 wins? Not yet. I say he get at least 6 wins because I mean he is over there in a brutal AFC West.
He might get 5. He might get 5. He might get another 5.
He's not making it to the playoffs though. All right.
So
y'all, if y'all
rebuilding in that system, if we still rebuilding in our same system, we know they still rebuilding in their Broncos. Let's ride system.
Let's ride. Well, they're not the Steelers. Let's ride now. You know, Steelers, Pittsburgh Steelers, 7.5 over under.
Mike Tomlin gets the job done. They are a playoff contending team once again with Russell Wilson. I think Mike Tomlin figures it out.
Yep, I'm with you on that one.
Even before the draft, I see them still making it into the playoffs, surprisingly. I'm keeping my eye out on them. Through the trades they're making right now, just watching it, paper-wise, they can make it. Strong defense, they just rebuilding up that offense, you know? You got some nice, solid wide receivers.
That's right.
You know, you got 2 former QB1 quarterbacks fighting for a position. You know,
and I think that's what make them interesting, bro. You got 2. You look at these 2 teams. Jacksonville with it's a little tier, obviously. I mean, Trevor Lawrence could be right here, and then Matt Jones probably right there. But it's 2 starters, and now you got another 2 starters competing. So that's 2 teams we for sure gonna watch. I'm taking that over. I'm for sure taking that over because Mike Tomlin wins. Even on a bad year, he'll win 10 games.
You know you go 8-8 for sure.
New Orleans Saints. Nah, we're going to tease that. We ain't ready for that. We're going to come back to that one. I ain't going to do that yet. I'm going to keep it NFC South, though. Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
What's the over and under, Fave?
8.5 over under.
Big Fave, that's a good over and under for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I do think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers this year will have the exact same record they had last year, but they won't be winning the conference. Who that?
Ooh, the Who-Dats. Well, they want them Who-Dats. I think I'm going to do one more. We got about 2 minutes left. I think we got one more I'm going to do. No, I don't want to do that one before the Saints. Okay, Chicago. 8.5 over under.
Caleb Williams predicted to go to Chicago. Will Caleb Williams make it to the playoffs in his rookie year? My response to that will be no. I think the Chicago Bears take a step back, but Caleb Williams will be their guy moving forward.
Ooh, under. USA Today, they say that's going to – Terry say that's going to be an under. What you say, Shad?
I'm sorry to disappoint certain fans of that team, but that's a big old under. That's a big
under.
Old Not yet. Got to do some rebuilding around him. Y'all don't even know how we know how he played through college, but you know that NFL and that college level, it gets real, it separates from the mice and the men, I see.
I feel you on that one. Lastly here, drum roll, New Orleans Saints. What does USA Today say about the Saints? Under or over, 7.5.
The New Orleans Saints will be a sleeper team. I think Derek Carr with an extra year in this system, revamping the offensive line, we will be great. I say the Saints will win 10 games this year.
What's your name, big dog? Clement. Over, under, Saints, 7.5. Over. I'm going with the over, too. I think the Saints are going to be over. Because here's the thing. They bringing in them boys from San Francisco. That Alvin Kamara going to be running this way. We're going to goddamn running backs running that way and moving his receivers going to be crossing. Y'all saw that prolific offense. Over. Now, I thought that was an interesting take. Well, y'all don't go over this show, baby. We're going to keep it rolling here inside the trenches on ESPN New Orleans. And remember, y'all can check us out Monday through Friday, 6 to 8 p.m. every evening. This show will be on. Not tonight, though, because it's Good Friday, so that's where we live right here, baby. Don't go anywhere. We're talking about them Pelicans next, baby. They on the road. We're going to talk about them Pelicans, and we want to thank Montero Motors for sponsoring this segment. 1512 North Causeway. If y'all in the market for a brand new vehicle, not brand new, look brand new, but used, it's a used lot, baby. Y'all make y'all way on the Montero Motors. They got it for the low, though. Don't go anywhere.
For the walk-in, touch the mic and I get it hype. Touch the boot and it's blazing. Podcast on Cajun, my guests amazing. Really no fugazes. Are you a student athlete looking to take your career to the next level? Look no further than Conquer Sports Pros. That's right, Conquer Sports Pros. Our team of experts will get you guys on the right path to your student athlete journey in life. That's right, we have every position in football you need, and we also help out with other sports. At Conquer Sports Pros, you have everything from a list of consultation, training, and also media training. Yeah, that's right. When you take your career to the next level, play college and hopefully pro, you'll get lots of interviews. Call Conquer Sports Pros today. You can reach them at 504-319-6672 or visit marlonfavorite.com for more information. Hello, somebody. Are you looking for your dream home? Well, if that's the case, you need to contact Joe Picolo at Godwyn Realty, right here in New Orleans. Joe can put you in your dream home right away. Joe Picolo and the folks over at Godwyn Realty put you in the house that you need. Even if you're looking to invest in some property, they'll do an excellent job with that as well. Contact Joe today at 504-251-8341. Again, that phone number is 504-251-8341. And also contact Joel at joel.godwynrealty.com. No need to dream anymore. Godwyn Realty will put you in the dream house of your reality. Hello, somebody.
It's that boy Fred, host of FanView Podcast. Tune into the NOTN app weekdays, 3:30 for the FanView Podcast. Go to NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com to watch more episodes of FanView Podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and watch.
Listen up. Your customers, our listeners, could be hearing about your business right now. Yeah, right now. Don't miss out on the opportunity to advertise with NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Call our business department today at 504-475-4793 to hear about our great rates. NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. We provide the people, you provide the business.
Hello, somebody. It's Marlon Big Favorite with Inside the Trenches Podcast. Do you need a quick car wash? Well, if that's a yes, you need to visit Crown Car Wash, 1336 Stumpf Boulevard, Gretna, Louisiana, on the West Bank, baby. Crown's the best. You get a spotless wash, nice clean tires, reasonable pricing, and free vacuuming. My favorite part about Crown Car Wash, they open 24/7. That's right, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can visit Crown Car Wash on the West Bank, baby, and let them know you heard about them on Inside the Trenches Podcast with Marlon Big Favorite. Watch out there now. Hello, somebody. It's Marlon Big Favorite with Inside the Trenches Podcast. Do you need a quick call?
This ain't even fair. Baby, don't you go nowhere. I just need to stop and stare. Taking all your
We back, baby.
It's
Inside the Trenches. We back, baby. It's Inside the Trenches. We had Small Sliders. We're having ourselves a lunchtime here at Small Sliders. And we usually here 11 to 1 every Friday recording our show. And we enjoy it. I'm loving myself over here at Smalls. We are enjoying the beautiful breeze. We rolling.
Ready for Easter.
Ready for Easter, that's right. So here's the deal. Look, you can come over here to Sliders and get you a grilled cheese. That's what my cousin Bo just got. You know, we represent that Lent. On Good Friday, I usually eat meat. You know, I do them because, you know, it's some people do that. Some Southern Catholics do it the other way, so on and so forth. But yeah, so the Pels are off to a very interesting. They're continuing this tail end of the season on a very interesting note. At home, they beat the Milwaukee Bucks 107-100. It was a tight game. You have to believe with Giannis, it's going to be a tight game. Antetokounmpo brings it. Zion brought it too. Now, Giannis Antetokounmpo had 35 points. Zion had 28 points. But we sitting up here chilling, and I'm looking at this on a cool. Zion averaging about 21, 22 points a game. He's starting to, like, pick it up. And this Zion's not the only one balling like that, right? You know, everybody else representing too. Trey Murphy handling his business in the starting lineup and when he coming off of the bench. CJ McCollum is typically clutch, right? So if you look at how these guys were rolling last night, Herb had 11 points. Eunice had 17 points. CJ McCollum had 25 points. And Trey Murphy has 15. Now, Trey Murphy, last game had 16. Game before then, he had like 25, 26. And you look at the way that they're distributing the minutes for the bench, too, right? They have strategy, excellent strategy that they're using with the Pels. Off of the bench last night, Larry Nance, 25 minutes, Tarek. Nigel Marshall, 23 minutes. Jay Hawkins, 15 minutes. See how the bench is relieving these guys?
Absolutely, and it absolutely makes a lot of sense to be playing this type of basketball going into the playoffs right about now. You know, you get a chance to get your key guys some rest. Brandon Ingram coming off that injury. You're going to need these guys in the playoffs. You're going to need your bench to average what they're averaging right now, currently from last night. You're going to need them to do that to advance in this year's playoffs in the Western Conference. Believe that.
And don't get it twisted, man. Giannis balled last night. Milwaukee's still number one in their side of the West. Giannis had 39 minutes he played. He had 35 points, 14 rebounds, you know?
Absolutely. The bench play last night was the difference in the game. Without the bench performing in the way they performed, the Pelicans lose that game because Zion is a man-child. Greek Freak is a man-child. So these two teams offset each other pretty well. It's the difference was the bench. And that's going to be what was going to reflect in the playoffs this year. The bench play will be defining.
It will. This is a really good snapshot, to your point, Tarek, of how this thing is going to roll in the West. When you look at the Pels and how they're dominating right now all around the three-point shot. You got Herb Jones playing the way he's playing as a defender. Zion is the guy that, boy, I'm telling you, boy, CL had us. I'm telling you, boy,
yeah, he had us.
He got us. Ja Morant, we was on that Ja Morant train when Zion was heavy. Shoot, boy, Zion lost 25 pounds, Terry.
Yes.
That was a wrap, huh?
He actually, his game kind of reminds me of the Greek Freak right now, how dominant he is. And the Pelicans have an excellent opportunity with Zion being healthy, you know, to make a strong run because he is an X factor.
Yep.
When he wants it, no one can stop him from getting to the rim. And with that type of style of basketball, there's no one else in the West that can defend that. And with the Pelicans making threes the way they're making it.
Right. You look at Milwaukee in the Central standings. I mean, they're at the top. They're in front in the East. They're in front of Cleveland. They're in front of Indy. They're in front of Chicago, Detroit, from the East. And that's something we talked about a number of times on this show, how important to play with the East is. You know, when we played against Detroit, Detroit isn't the best team, but we played them tough. We played Indy twice, right, at their spot, and then they came here. We beat the brakes off them when they came here. So it is the out-of-conference play, I think, plays a major role. Now,
one of the things that concern me is when the Pelicans aren't making threes, how well can we make adjustments as a basketball team? Because the Coach Green really speaks about this every game about the defense. I want to see if we can win in a defensive struggle because when we hitting threes and the team is vibing, we can beat anybody in this league. But how can we win ugly when we not making those threes and adjustments we can make in a rotational defense is going to be – the jury is still out on that. But this playoffs run, we will see how they can do with that.
It's three players that come to mind when we think about in the paint. I think Larry Nance Jr. off of the bench, just being that ugly ball you talking about in the paint. If Eunice is coming off of the bench, or sometimes they do add him in the starting lineup, if he's coming off of the bench and he's scoring anywhere between 15 to 25 points, I think that's big because you got to look at what those points are. A lot of times it's rebound, get the offensive rebound, make a quick layup. A lot of times it's you got two big men that's potentially on the court at the same time with Eunice and Zion. So if they both working towards the goal, the paint, one of them had to get the double team or the triple team. And here's another thing I really like. A former big man in this game, and Kendrick Perkins, said that Zion has the ability to help the Pels go to the finals. He didn't say deep in the playoffs. He didn't say, oh, make it to the playoffs. He said the way this roster is shaping together, they could potentially be a final team.
They resemble Milwaukee when Milwaukee went on that run. And when they went on that run, Milwaukee was able to make a lot of shots.
This you.
Because teams
I'm sorry.
You're right. Because teams literally had to defend Giannis. They had to defend him. They had to literally build a wall to stop this guy. And when that happens, guys are going to be open. They're going to be open to take and make big shots. Same thing with Zion. You have to build a wall. If you don't build the wall, he's going to beat the defender and get to the rim for the 2 points. It's a logistical defense, a nightmare, having to defend someone like this. So if the Pelicans are making threes throughout the playoffs, if they can average 40%, 42% making threes, they can definitely find themselves in the NBA Finals, and we'll be hosting in the NBA Finals come first time in New Orleans.
Man, I had interrupted you, brother, because we sitting here talking basketball. By the way, this is the only basketball segment we have, and this young man roll up here. He got to be at least 6'5", 6'6". What's your name, man?
He's hard to miss.
Dylan, where you from? Ohio. So you down here for a basketball tournament? Just visiting, man. I saw Mom's shirt. She had the basketball shirt on. I just figured, oh yeah, this man definitely. And I'm assuming you do play basketball. I'm just.
Dylan definitely plays basketball.
That's what's up. Shouts out to Dylan all the way from Ohio. I'm glad y'all came here to Small Sliders to join us for our show, man. For real, that's
Welcome
cool.
to New Orleans.
Welcome to New Orleans. Now, one unique thing, you say Ohio, right? Yeah. So I make y'all laugh real quick. I drove from New Orleans to Buffalo. And I'm thinking the big stretch is going to be going across. Man, it took a long time to drive through Ohio to New York. It's pretty cool. So I'm glad y'all down here. Enjoy the weekend. It's inside the trenches. We just talking a little Pels. The Pels had an excellent win, 107-100 against the Milwaukee Bucks. A great team to go against to show what you got, and we are showing it for sure. Y'all don't go anywhere. We here live at Small Sliders. We're going to be here a little longer. My food right there ready for me to roll. So I want y'all to come join us if y'all can, 11 to 1 p.m. every week. We had this special today for, the holidays. But we here, baby. Just enjoying it at Small Sliders. Y'all don't go anywhere. When we get back, they had some very interesting things to say about the Saints win total. We did our over and under. So when we come back, we're going to look at the Saints schedule, and we're going to count the wins. It's Inside the Trenches podcast. Let's vibe on out, baby. ESPN New Orleans.
I made me a pivot from up in the trenches to up in the benches. Nice ball in the broadcasting. 504 like Mr. Magic. No drama like Mia X. I never age like Silk the Shocker. Nail beat, I get it popping. Like a tank in all his roster. Are you a student athlete looking to take your career to the next level? Look no further than Conquer Sports Pros. That's right, Conquer Sports Pros. Our team of experts will get you guys on the right path to your student-athlete journey in life. That's right, we have every position in football you need, and we also help out with other sports. At Conquer Sports Pros, you have everything from a list of consultation, training, and also media training. Yeah, that's right, when you take your career to the next level, play college and hopefully pro, you'll get lots of interviews. Call Conquer Sports Pros today. You can reach them at 504-319-6672 or visit marlonfavorite.com for more information. Hello, somebody. Are you looking for your dream home? Well, if that's the case, you need to contact Joe Picolo at Godwyn Realty, right here in New Orleans. Joe can put you in your dream home right away. Joe Picolo and the folks over at Godwyn Realty put you in the house that you need. Even if you're looking to invest in some property, they'll do an excellent job with that as well. Contact Joe today at 504-251-8341. Again, that phone number is 504-251-8341. And also contact Joel at joel.godwynrealty.com. No need to dream anymore. Godwyn Realty will put you in the dream house of your reality. Hello, somebody.
It's that boy Fred, host of FanView Podcast. Tune into the NOTN app weekdays, 3:30 for the FanView Podcast. Go to NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com to watch more episodes of FanView Podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and watch.
Listen up. Your customers, our listeners, could be hearing about your business right now. Yeah, right now. Don't miss out on the opportunity to advertise with NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Call our business department today at 504-475-4793 to hear about our great rates. NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. We provide the people, you provide the business.
Hello, somebody. It's Marlon Big Favorite with Inside the Trenches podcast. Do you need a quick car wash? Well, if that's a yes, you need to visit Crown Car Wash, 1336 Stumpf Boulevard, Gretna, Louisiana, on the West Bank, baby. Crown's the best. You get a spotless wash, nice clean tires, reasonable pricing, and free vacuuming. My favorite part about Crown Car Wash, they open 24/7. That's right, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can visit Crown Car Wash on the West Bank, baby, and let them know you heard about them on Inside the Trenches podcast with Marlon Big Favorite. Watch out there now. Hello, somebody. It's Marlon Big Favorite.
Never know when you're gonna need somebody. If they hate, let them hate. When opportunity come knocking your way, just remember to say hello. Hello, somebody.
Welcome back. It's Inside the Trenches here on the New Orleans Talk Network. We're streaming live on ESPN New Orleans, 100.3 FM, every Monday through Friday, 6 to 8 p.m. This has been a great show. The weather has been very cooperative. We talked about the NFL free agent guys. We talked about the draft guys. We wanted to give Tulane their props. They had a successful pro day. At their pro day, they had a few NFL teams, execs. Locally, the Saints were there, so we want to give those young men their support. If you want to become a patron to the show, if you want to subscribe to the show, y'all can hit me up on my YouTube, Inside the Trenches with Marlon Favorite, or you can DM me on X at BigFave504. Not only to support, even if you want to bring up, if you say, man, Fav, I really want to hear y'all talk about this subject. Man, why you don't talk about ULL more? I would love to talk anything y'all want to talk about on this show. So for this last segment, I like to have the last few segments be either the Pels, the Saints, or LSU, because we're heavy in the Louisiana market. So I combined the two storylines. I'm like, all right, USA Today made a prediction list of how many the win total for certain teams, and for every team in the NFL. But for our certain team, the New Orleans Saints, they said 7.5 wins. So I say we should crush that. But the best way to do it is to look at the actual schedule and take an honest look at the actual schedule and say, are we really going to win this game, right? So let's count them out. Mike, you going to tally it up? Matter of fact, I'm going to tally it up. I'm going to go ahead and count it out. Let's see here. Let me go ahead and do that. I'm going to pull my handy-dandy phone out, and I'm just going to put down every win. All right? I'm going to get Bo and Tarek and Mike to make sure I ain't tripping. The Saints play the Washington Commanders. I think it's a win.
Most definitely a win. Shout out to Robert Meacham. Came on the show the other day.
That's
you
right.
guys talked about that stripper Meacham play.
That's right.
Yep. No, that's definitely a win.
All right. Atlanta, first time.
There would be no way in the world, and I don't think any who that out here. I got Mike sitting next to me. We got the Fave fam sitting next to us. Shout out to Dylan again. I think even Dylan knows the New Orleans Saints will beat the Atlanta Falcons the first time we play them.
Oh, okay. Now the Bengals, that's a tender spot for us because we got our LSU boys out there, right? Jamar Chase. By the way, y'all ready for this? Jamar Chase grew up 5 minutes away from here. It's cool. Joe Burrow, so you know we're rolling with them. Carolina Panthers, first time.
It's a loss. We always sleep on the Panthers. We always somehow manage to just let them outplay us, and we lose those games by field goals sometimes. That's a loss. The Saints sleep.
All right. I think it's a a win by the Saints. Just 'cause I feel like Carolina's still developing. So, but what I'm going to do, that's called a draw. So I'm going to put it as a third win, but I'm going to put a question mark on it because we'll come back to it. All right. The Dallas Cowboys.
We're going to need some help with this one.
We're going to need some help with it because, I mean, you got Dakota. I'm pretty sure he's going to go get a running back.
Come gather around the microphone so we can jump Big Fave right quick. We're going to take all of us to take down Big Fave with the Dallas Cowboys. You already know, Fave.
It's in Dallas, though, bro.
We want to play y'all in Dallas, Fave. We
I'm
want to
gonna
go
put
to
a
Jerry's
four.
World.
I'm going to leave that one alone. I'm going to just say we got 3 wins. I'm going to leave that as a question. You know what? I'm going to put Dallas, question mark. All right.
Ain't no question about it, Fave. Ain't no question about it. We got y'all.
Is there a question about the Kansas City Chiefs?
We will beat the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh, that's a bold
Mahomes.
We beat Patrick Mahomes. That's what you're saying too. Oh, we beat Patrick Mahomes. Put it down as a win.
The Saints show up that day.
The Saints beat Patrick Mahomes. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put that at the 4th win. Boy, okay, we getting to this. We getting past this 7.5. All right. Inglewood, California. We beat the Los Angeles Chargers.
According to our head coach, no. We don't beat them because I think he's going to want that win so bad he's going to give it up.
All right. Atlanta the second time.
Once again, we will sweep the Atlanta Falcons for like the umpteenth year. They will not beat us no game next year, but it will be close.
He's right with that one. It'll be close. All right, Clement. Y'all thinking? Maybe close, maybe this. Okay. Carolina Panthers the second time.
We are victorious against the Carolina Panthers. We come prepared. We come to stop the run game. We come to limit them on third downs. We do all of the things the right way that made us lose the first way.
All right, okay. I say we sweep them, but all right. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they predicted them to have over 8.5 wins.
Where the first game at? Do we know yet?
It's in the Caesars Superdome.
Okay, we beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the first game. We don't let that one slip away from us.
I'm with you on that one. I think we win in the Caesar. Now we come back and beat Philly in the Caesar the next week.
Shout out to Small Sliders. Shout out to these cheeseburgers they have over here. But we do win. I was chewing on one of those, Fave. I'm sorry.
Hey, man, you got to enjoy it, man. We want the listeners to hear how delicious this food is over here. So you're doing the right
cheese
thing.
Sandwiches are extraordinary.
My mentors in this business will bust my tail for eating on TV, but we got justified.
We do beat the Philly cheesesteaks.
Now, here's a team who are predicted to have under or over 4.5 wins. Did I say in the last segment? The Denver Broncos. We play them at the Caesars Superdome?
Yes, we definitely start cooking up some L's right here. Sean Payton will come prepared. It'll be a little bit too big for Dennis Allen. Sean Payton coming home for the first time. It's just tough for me to see Sean Payton losing that game.
With that roster? Nah. Clement saying the same thing out in our audience. Okay. Las Vegas Raiders in the Caesars Superdome.
We haven't been great at home these last few years. Again, we got to start cooking up some losses.
We don't have to cook up losses.
I mean, let's be for real. We're going to lose some of these games, but I see us beating the LA Chargers.
Yeah, I think and the Raiders, I think we beat the Raiders.
The Raiders, I'm sorry. I got the teams mixed up, but the Raiders. I do see us beating the Vegas Raiders.
And so far in this scenario, with the question mark on Dallas, which would make it 10 wins, I got 9 wins right here. 9 wins, and there's still 5 more games. So we might have a team here. Okay, we're going to flow through these next 2. I think we beat the Giants. I don't think I have too much of a push from anybody about that. At Raymond James Stadium, do we beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers?
That day, I mean, I realistically speaking, I think the Cannons will be firing in that day. We've done great against them. We shut them out the last few times we played in there. And I want to believe that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers bounce back at home against the New Orleans Saints.
All right, so that's 11 wins. Okay, Terry said the Saints going to have 11 wins with 4 more games to play. We go to Lambeau, Green Bay. I don't think we win that one. So that's now Los Angeles. They come here to Rams. Aaron Donald's retired. We beat the Rams home.
The hoodoo and the voodoo. The hoodoo and the voodoo. No, we do not beat the Rams back in the Superdome. We're going to want that game bad.
Okay.
The referees are going to find a way.
All right. Okay. Oh, man. Ooh, I'm going to put a question mark on that one. All right. The last game of the regular season, the Saints have some visitors from Ohio coming down, but not Cincinnati, Cleveland. My folks from Ohio, do we beat Cleveland at home?
No, we
beat
do
Cleveland
not.
at
No,
home.
we do not beat
Famous
Cleveland
Jameis
at home.
comes back to New Orleans to take a L. So, Tarek, this is 12 wins.
We got
12-5. The Saints gonna be this year.
We got to be realistic about the team. I believe the Saints can win 12 games.
Okay.
We will not beat Cleveland at home. Their defense is. I think they're going to give Derek Carr some problems. This probably be the worst Derek Carr look all season going into the playoffs. And
Man.
I mean, it's the New Orleans. Us Saints fans, we know how this go, and it's going to give us a huge concern. I called it. Derek Carr will look horrible that game.
Derek Carr looks bad that game. Well, look, y'all. I think the Saints will win over 10 games. I know right now it's way too early predictions. We still got to get the times of these games, the location, so on and so forth. I do think when you look at certain teams like the Chargers, the Cowboys, and I would probably say Green Bay, that looks like some of the toughest games on this schedule. But outside of that, I think Tampa puts up a good fight. We had some fun today. Thank y'all so much. We got a nice audience out here that's still with us and to listen to the show as they're enjoying their lunch. I'm about to do likewise. I'm hungry, so I'm about to tear it down with y'all. It's Inside the Trenches. Shouts out to the Wright boys for coming on the mic, giving us a little feedback. Big Mike over there on the ones and twos, Tarek on the microphone and on the sound. We want to thank our wonderful sponsors for all that they do for the show. Shouts out to the whole crew back there cooking this delicious food. And look, we make it hot to ready for you, baby. We don't make the sandwich until you put the order in over here at Small Sliders. And remember, if you want to make this process go fast for you, you can download the Small Sliders app on Android or the Apple Store and make this thing easy for you. Just come pick your sliders up. Y'all enjoy the Easter weekend. Y'all have a blessed one. And remember, we'll be back Monday, 6 to 8, live at Uptown Sports Social. Magazine Street, baby. We'll be back Inside the Trenches, ESPN New Orleans. Peace.
When you pass that, sis looking right in those jeans. You're moving it fast, shaped like an hourglass. Conversation.
Are you a student athlete looking to take your career to the next level? Look no further than Conquer Sports Pros. That's right, Conquer Sports Pros. Our team of experts will get you guys on the right path to your student athlete journey in life. That's right, we have every position in football you need, and we also help out with other sports. At Conquer Sports Pros, you have everything from a list of consultation, training, and also media training. Yeah, that's right. When you take your career to the next level, play college and hopefully pro, you'll get lots of interviews. Call Conquer Sports Pros today. You can reach them at 504-319-6672 or visit marlonfavorite.com for more information. Hello, somebody. Are you looking for your dream home? Well, if that's the case, you need to contact Joe Picolo at Godwyn Realty.